Greetings, fellow cubers. This is WBCS Neo, and this is going to be the third stage, get my teeth in, or stage 3 of this little example, as it were. Third stage is in CFOP terms is OLL, or if you're doing RU, it's COLL. And basically I'll explain the difference between them. You can mix them up, which I do. I mix them up depending on the situation. If I don't know it, if I don't know the OLL, I'll explain what an OLL is compared with like a PLL. Obviously by this time you should have got your first side with the cross, the corners, and obviously that complete. Then from there, getting your double side in, so you should have, get it in the camera's view, of course, that helps. Okay, so you've got that. Fantastic. In this case I have got the good old dreaded dot on top, which is a bit of a pain if you don't know it. It's actually not hard. It's two. There's only 2 algorithms for that one, would you believe? I didn't even realise. But they're a bit twisty, and I don't particularly like them. So I would do corner. I would do COLL for this and get the corners orientated, and then sort the rest out. Okay, but that's what I would do. So normally, Rubik terms, you would try to get your cross first. Okay, that's the normal Rubik method. So I'll show you that on here. So in this case I've got half a cross. So at any stage, I wish I could get it back to there actually. Trying to think. Oops. Oh, nearly. Right, if I just mix these up. There we go. Right. Oh, look. Oh my god, that's nearly identical. Couldn't do that again. That doesn't happen very often. Right. Anyway, so no way. That's just mental. Right. So we've got a dot. So what you can do is you can do F, U, R, U prime, R prime, F prime. That gives you a line. Okay. Which is not what I wanted, but never mind. That just goes to show you. It depends on the orientation of these, but that would give you a line or a cross depending. If you do that again, you'll get a cross. Do it twice round, or a U2, repeat it again, and that gives you a full cross. Okay. From here, then I would do two headlights forward. Okay. And then from here, in my case, this is a Y perm because I know full PLL. You can do different things to get this where you need to for a solve. You can use other weird and wonderful methods to get round to this, but you will have to learn stuff like A perms and stuff like that. But again, I've got in my website at the top there. Ooh, where is it? There it is. This one here. My website. That does tell you which ones you do need to solve a cube, which ones are not needed to solve a cube. It takes you a little bit longer to get there, but you can solve it with very minimal PLL and OLL. So that's it. From there, in my case, this is a Y perm, so I know it's a Y perm, and it's solved. Okay, so we'll go back to cross mode. I say F, U, R, U prime, R prime, F prime. Gives you a cross, blah blah blah. Okay. Let's get rid of all this. So in this case, I would suggest, oops, get that right. Yes, we've got half a cross here. I don't know the algorithm, and I'll show you the reason why I don't know the algorithm for every single move. And I'm going to pull out now so you can have a look. Just move my cube across here. So I'm going to put this on for you. This is a list of algorithms on JPEM's website. And if I scroll down, you will soon realize why I don't know all the algorithms. Okay, it's alright when you're 10 and you've got plenty of brain coding happening and development. You can see I was looking at something before there. So you can see why it's understandable why people give up trying to solve Rubik's Cube, because you think you need to learn all this. You do not need to learn all these algorithms. This is an algorithm for every single case of the cube. in this state at this point when you're on past F2L. That's what this sheet is. It's just in every single cube orientation in every permutation or any algorithm for that situation. Do you need to learn them all? No. You only need about, probably, I would say, I'm trying to think, two OLLs I think you only need. This is the one that gives you the cross, which you can repeat. If you repeat over and over, you get different things. Okay, I know this one, so I could skip this one. So, and that's another one that's still got the cross on. That's half a cross. So it undoes a cross, makes a cross, undoes a cross, makes a cross, or makes a line and makes a cross. So you can keep on doing that. You will get back around to that again. Okay, so eventually you will get there. So that's one move. Okay, to do variations. So you can go, if you know, say for instance I did that again, that's a soon. I highly recommend learning it. It's a very easy move. Soon is a lush move. You can get these three corners in a second or two. They're really good. In this case you've got a Z, which is that one, but I'm not going to go into it. This is another move which is quite, it takes a little getting into, but when you recognise which part of the Z you need to line up and what to execute. So this will be my left-hander because the two matched up at the back. Two there, there's only one on the front. So that's the two you put at the back, and whatever side the two are on, that's the left-hand side perm or algorithm that you use. So that would be left hand on L. Okay, if it was those two, then I'd be using an R prime to do. But I don't think I've actually got those on my website because it's not needed, because I can go around twice on that and get another cross. This one's in. This is a very common one. My method on the website is a method if you have correctly positioned corners. These are incorrectly positioned, so I might add this one to my website because this one's quite a nice one. So you just do, oh no you don't, helps if you do it. Okay, and that one puts the two corners in. It doesn't keep them in the same place, so that's the only downside with it. Whereas my version, which I'm going to show you now, if I just quickly solve this, okay, so if I do my version, okay, so here's my version. So if we've got the same two corners to drop in, if I do that one again, these will mess up. However, if I was to just turn this and rotate, it would go in. So if I use my method, which just basically rotates the cube, and it solves. So I wouldn't have to do a PLL after I've done the orientation. So I would have what's called a PLL skip. So it depends on the circumstances of the actual OLL whether you will need to do a certain OLL or not. Okay, it's the same as the soon idea. If you can recognise the state of the soon, you can reverse soon and then undo what's there and solve it without a PLL. So in this case, if I was to carry on doing a regular soon, I would then have to do a U-perm because I've got solid with these. So in my case, U-perm on this one would be that way because it's easier for me to do that way. So it just depends on what comes up and what you recognise as a PLL skip. One thing I do look for is PLL skip moves, because obviously I want to finish the cube on the OLL if I can. I don't want to do it on PLL. If I can bloody finish it on, and before I even get to OLL, if I get an F2L skip, you're looking easy, sub 20 solve. You know what I mean? So it just depends. It really depends. Very unlikely. I've only had a couple of F2L skips ever in my life. You know what I mean? You don't get them that often. OLL skips happen, not OLL skips, PLL skips happen reasonably frequently. Not too often, but enough. Especially if you get a single PLL, single OLL solve, it's great because you guarantee you're going to get probably sub 20, sub 30. You know, even if you had a slow start on the bottom, you'd still get a good time on it, assuming you're quick enough. Anyway, I'm just going to hide this again. Where are we? Oop, right, hide them. So now you know why you don't learn lots of algorithms, because it's just a big headache and it does take a lot of time, and that's why people give up quite quickly. Once they see that list of algorithms, they go, bollocks to that. I am not learning all that. I'm not spending 2 years learning that stuff, because you will take, I would say, a substantial part of a year to learn all the algorithms efficiently, where you don't have to think about it. Once you've learnt them all, it is drill, 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 each one for about a week. Get it memorized, get it trained, get it into your finger memory, then hopefully not have to worry about when it shows up on the actual solve. And then you've got to do that how many other times it is, so how many weeks is that? You know, I mean, it's a crazy amount. That's not including PLL algorithms. Okay, so yeah, that's the nightmare of it. So anyway, so what I'm going to do is now I'm going to try and show you the difference between, oops, not like that, like this, no, oh god, I just did it wrong. Okay, actually this will help actually, because it will influence the scramble, as it were. So I'll just quickly get that back. There we go. Right, oh, got an H, don't want an H. Here's me going to go for a COLL example. And what do I get? A bloody H. Okay. Oh god, I've got a P perm, which is an easy solve, and I'm so tempted to do it. Oh god. And there's an N perm. Okay. Trying to get. It's hard, you know, when you're trying to do an example and nothing wants to go away. Right. So I've got a single dot. Right. So in this case, I hit good old F2L completion, look at it and go, oh, I've got a single dot. I don't know the perm, and this is the other algorithm to the single dot. There's two of them, and this is the other one. So what I would do is I would do corners up, which in this case it's quite easy. It's a case of F6E 3 times, and then F prime, and that gives me, no, it didn't give me the 4 corners. Why the hell did that not give me 4 corners? Let's have a look at that again. Let's try that again. So there we go. So we've got 4 corners. I don't know why I didn't do it. I must have missed a move somewhere. So that's now give us 4 corners. I've got a bonus of an H, which I know the perm for, so I know I can do it straight away. However, I'm not going to do that straight away, because then I'm going to have to look for which PLL it is. If I do headlights to my left, do a T perm, which is, this is part of the method for Ru. Now I've got, still got my H, but I've now got colour orientation, which I'm going to put that way, I think. Oh god, you know, I'm not having a good day today. Come on, fingers. That's it. Right, so I've now got my U perm, which is what results from that. So I would finish my U perm this way. I wouldn't do it Ru style, because I don't know it. Simple as that. But I'd swap back to my U perm, because I know I can do it quite quickly. And that's a straightforward solve, isn't it? That wasn't so bad. You know what I mean? That was only 3 moves, which what I would do normally with F2L CFOP. So for not knowing the OLL, assuming I get a good OLL when I did the corner, when I did the cross move, assuming I get this bit good, it's fine. But if I didn't, then I would have been snookered. Right. Just try and get rid of that. There's that one blinking corner. There's always one corner, isn't it? Right. So in this case, I've got 1 corner. So I would do the same as I would do with a cross and 1 corner complete. I would do a soon. So this one facing would be, there's my 4 corners. Okay, again I would look to see if I've got any headlights. The rule is, if you've got no headlights, you do a Y perm. Okay, Y perm orientates all the edges at the same time, which is a nice bonny pattern. Then I would just do UMs, which wouldn't work because I did it wrong. That solves it. So yeah, I just did it wrong. I did it wrong. You always do it wrong when you're live in video. We'll do that again, shall we? Shall I just mix it up and solve it? Yes, just mix it up and solve it, because it's a bit more fair, isn't it, seeing it from scratch. Right, so we'll run through the whole thing. Okay, so we're going to go, let's have a look. We've got a nice line there for AOL line, that's nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the red into there. Got that bit in, which is nice. Let me red block up. There we go. Have a quick look. There's orange in there. Ooh, blue in there. Oh, there's the red. I'm going to put the red in there, so that's all my edges done. So now, put all the bits in. I've only got 2 bits to go. There's my F2L back. So I'll have a quick look. I know this perm, so I'm not gonna go down the route of putting these 2 bits in. So I'm going to do this one, which is just the all move, just that half cross move. It's one of the cross moves. That's how I found out about it. Okay, and that's give us my no, it hasn't. Oh God, live on national failure. Yes. What a twat. So there's soon. There's G-Pen. Oof. That's what I did before, messed it up. So yes. So it's, you are going to get discouraged when you start doing OLL PLL parts because of the algorithms. Don't be discouraged by it, just keep on battling them. You will mess the cube up quite a lot doing OLL PLL. You probably end up going from scratch, because sometimes it's easier to go from scratch than it is to try to rectify what you've done wrong. You spend too much time on it. Okay. My website does have the basic moves. To be fair, I've never used the basic moves for so long now that I can't remember which ones are specifically in there, but if you look at them, it does break it down. There's a lot less than what you see on that page, which is, like I say, that's your PLL list, OLL list there. That doesn't it includes some of the COLL. Try to find one. There's one there. That one. Have I got my cursor on there? Oh, why is it not showing the cursor? Oh, why is it not showing me cursor? Yeah, why did I not show that cursor? So there. So yes. So that's one of them, and that's a good orientation. That gives you full thingy. Yeah. So that's one of them. If you go back to OLL PLL trainer, and this gives you all the PLLs. Okay, that's for the top side to finish it off. And I've just finished learning those. Okay, again, about a week for each one, I would say. Well, saying that, things like A and AB are really, depending on how you look at it, you can mirror them if you're good with your left and right hand. So for instance, A and AB on here. So if I do, there's one. Okay, which ironically, when you rotate around, gives you the other one, so you can practice both sides all the time. Okay, so you can where am I? There we go. So you can repeat. It's the same like E. There's an E move. Solved, and you can repeat and repeat. T-perm. T-perm's a really good one. It's the only one that you don't have to do any after moves on. It's always the same. Whoop. And then when you mess it up, like I've just done it again. No, I'll have a T. And now I've got a Y-perm. Y-perm's another one, it's nice. They're very similar, the Y's and T's, when you get them right and get them on the finger flow. It's when you talk and you go off finger mode, it's weird, and then you end up messing it up. I like V-perm. I love V-perm. V-perm's a nice one because it is quite a nice flowing one. Oh, normally. God, I'm not doing it. It's funny how when you're on camera you always mess things up. Anyway, right, let's just fix this. Fix you now. Oh. Z and oh, I give up. It's been a long day and I'm a bit tired. So there you go. Yeah, you get. Oh, yes, that's the one I wanted. That's good. You can get the general gist of it. It can be a bit of a. See, even the best will make mistakes, and when you do it, it's a bit of a nightmare. Okay, so there we go. So I've got zoom corners up. So I'm doing roux sort of style. I've got that horrible thing again. So that's a Y perm, and that gives me them. Do it right this time. Oh no! I did not do it right. Yes, I did. I just missed a turn. And I've got done. Okay. I'll quickly show you roux sort of method. I don't personally know it that well, so Michael Cox, who is a local to me, who unfortunately I haven't been able to get meeting with yet because of this whole COVID rubbish. So I'm hoping to meet up with him and have a bit blast, because he's a roux fanatic, as it were, and he's going to show us some stuff with that. And I would love to learn it properly, just to play around with it really more than anything. But it is something I've adapted into my style, which I'm quite happy for, because it does work really well. I'm supposed to be doing roux, and I'm doing all my block building. Let's just get rid of that. Right. I'm just going to quickly sort out. There we go. So I've got. Technically, that's a bit naughty. That's one of them. Right. So there we go. We've got a nice roux. So F2L stage. So there you go. From here, we'd look at the top because we want corners, because roux depends on middles and ups, okay, or MUs. So in this case, we would look at this and go, right, I need to do a zoom. That gives me corners. I've got my headlights somewhere. No headlights, so I would do V-perm. Sorry, Y-perm. Now I've got my corners. I can insert my, I think that's the right way around. Fix me if I'm wrong, Michael. So I've now got a nice finish for if I was to do roux, okay? So I've got everything matching up. I just need to do middles, okay? Okay, I've got a U-perm. Michael probably knows how to do that at the right specific rotation to do an instant solve. Chances are it might be like that one where when you've got solid and you've got opposite colour, you do it the other way around and it solves. Okay, so it's like a reverse. You're doing the reverse perm of what caused it. So that's part of a major learning curve. If you can find the reversals of some of these things and spot that it's going to be a reverse solve, you do an instant PLL skip. Okay, so but roux is quite nice. I do like roux, and I like watching Michael when he's doing roux solve. It's really fascinating to watch. I'm not that good at doing 6x6 building, to be fair. I like to build as I go. So if I think I'm going to do 2 6s, I will do it, because I do like that method, because we know when these two are unsolved and these bits are solved, there's not anything else to move around other than UM. So it becomes a very easy, relaxed way of solving a cube, and you don't have to do a lot of looking. You just spin the top, have a glance at the bottom, and memorize what these two edges are doing. If it's nothing, if it's 2 yellow ones, then you just need to sort out the corners. That's all you need to know. Once you've done the corners, then you pull your 2 down here and crack on. And you basically using these to swap in and out, as far as I remember. Correct me if I'm wrong, Michael. Anyway, that's it really. Enjoy. I don't even know how long I've been recording for. 24 minutes, not bad actually. So I'm going to get on. I don't know whether to just stick PLL in here. No, I'll just do a PLL straight after this. Okay, so I'll catch you in a second when I do the PLL side of things. Sayonara.